Welcome to the Woodshed. My name is Jaguar Wright, and I am sitting here with, I don't know, friend, colleague. We're trying to figure that part out, but she's amazing at everything else. Dr. Sunshine.
Hey, friend and colleague. Thank you so much for having me on this platform.
Oh my gosh.
I'm excited
Listen to me. You're a joy, and I enjoy your perspective, and this is the first real intelligent conversation that I've gotten to have about this girl.
Wow. This is a lot to unpack. So let's unpack.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Sesame Street?
Yeah.
Like things were going on there?
Why you think everybody was asking how to get to Sesame Street? Because they was having freak-offs every night.
Whoa. Like with the puppets?
Let me ask you something. Big Bird, man or woman? Nobody knows. Why you think no one come forward and talk about it? I talk about it. What it's like getting assaulted by an androgynous bird? Why you think Oscar the Grouch was so grumpy? Because they gave him to the diddler. Don't you think you'd be grumpy too after 48 hours with the diddler? Sunny days? Taking the clouds away? Don't get me started on Snuffleupagus. He's going down next.
Good evening. Good evening. Bonsoir. Oh, yes. Are you there, girl?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I don't know if you guys know who that is, but that is Grace. How you doing?
Hi there, children.
How you doing?
I hope y'all had fun this weekend.
Oh, the devil has been busy. I know the devil had a whole lot of fun on this weekend.
What you say?
You know, there's some interesting things that are going on right now. You know what I find most interesting in this era of Diddy
Yes, ma'am.
is that sin is finally being put on display.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think a lot of people that are having a hard time dealing with the reality of what all of this that's going on is. You know, the thing that they keep forgetting about? The children. All of them. 30 years ago, all the way up till now, the children being raised under these homes and these roofs.
It's a shame.
They really don't care about the lifelong, catastrophic pain these people are going to have to fight against for the rest of their lives.
They don't give a damn. And
The
it's
abuser
tragic.
gets to walk away. The abuser gets to walk away. And even though they may even sit with a little of the guilt of what they've done for the rest of their lives, it will never add up to the effect that the trauma they put on someone else. Like, it will never add up.
No.
And meanwhile, people are running around creating lie after lie, story after story, because nobody wants to accept the truth. Nobody. Not even the people who are watching lies unfold in real time. They're still
Mm.
grappling with accepting the truth because the truth is so ugly that they would just rather pretend it was all make believe or gossip. That's
Mm.
bad. You know, a lot of people talk about Holocaust deniers, right?
First of all, what is that term? Like, they just taught us in school. They have some people that don't believe. Like, what is that term? What are these new words that they keep creating? Like,
Listen to me.
you want to know what's funny?
This is real. No, this is real.
Mm.
Holocaust deniers. But when you think about it, there are a lot of people that are atheists.
Mm.
There are a lot of people that do not believe that Yeshua ever existed.
Mm.
There are a lot of people that don't want to believe. They will acknowledge the miracles. They will acknowledge all of the amazing things that he did as real. But when it comes to him being the son of God, oh no, he's lying. All right, yeah, he can walk on water. All right, anybody can do that. Hold on a second. Let me go over here and make this apparatus and let me see if I can find a way. You know what I mean? Like people really are always challenging what's there, what's real.
Mhm.
So when I think about the Section 8 sector that people like to call the Jaguar Wright sector so that they can find a way to use my name in the title so that that can justify them hashtagging my name so that they could get people who follow my name to come and see them and their very just irrelevant opinions.
Mhm.
Because for all of the stuff that people say are receipts, nobody's ever come up with any concrete evident facts. People keep presenting what they like to call receipts, but they're always talking around it, talking over it, reshaping what's
Mhm.
actually being said there, connecting it to this lie, this rumor, this story, and yet no one goes over any hardcore facts. If people really wanted to know what kind of mom I was, all they would have to do was read my book, The Woodshed.
Hold on 1 second. Don't make me angry up in the beginning. Who talking about you
What?
as a mother? Who is talking about your kids?
All of
Who?
them do. All of them do. The trolls. But the thing is,
Who? Okay.
every time I turn around, I actually printed my divorce records. I printed my the actual paperwork from the court
Mhm.
of all that I had to go through in the
Mhm.
custody. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars just wasted in court proceedings and time to keep me from focusing on my work. Like I've been having fake cases put on me built on nothing long before the troll farm. And guess what? I beat all of them. It's funny when a person keeps getting charged with weak felonies and they keep getting dismissed.
I'm still
And you
on these
say,
people
you know
calling
what
the
I mean? It's
goddamn
like,
police. Like,
oh, well, wait a minute. Apparently, the one we were talking about, the income and outgoing,
uh-huh.
it's looking like they done called the popo on her on Lady T Love Talks. I'm looking at the thumbnail
Oh,
right now. Jaguar Wright sector. Police was called on me, crazy face, and more. Now, it was
mm-hmm.
just, what, like a week ago, they called the police to that 81-year-old woman's house.
And
And
again,
then when I
since
went to
when do
go
the
address,
police respond to our people like this? Ugh.
no, since when do black
Mm,
people justify putting people in harm's way of armed police
mm.
or in going to jail? Like, since when is that the
Okay,
African American way?
okay. Like, ugh. You want to know why it's funny to me at all times? Because I'm watching this all play out, and I'm like, it's amazing how people don't listen and don't pay attention to self. Because I've been telling all of them that they was going to end up coming down this way. Look at that radical truth. Hmm. And I'm just watching them all walk themselves straight into that. And it's fascinating to me. It really is. Like,
You want to know
society
what's
really
sad?
appreciates. Yes, ma'am.
They're all putting themselves in great harm
Yeah.
and danger. Great harm and danger.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing with law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every time they send the police to someone's door to harass them, that cop is not available for someone who could actually be getting hurt
Right.
right then. And see, they do it all over state lines. So if someone's in one state, they'll call to another state, because if they call within their own state or area code, that's a crime. See, they've learned how to get around the law. That's why they work in multiple states. That's why you don't see any of these associations only happening in one area. But that's what makes all of this federal.
Right.
That it is all happening over state line. This is so funny.
Mm-hmm.
They were actually stupid enough to sit there and talk on panel about the woman asking where the money came from, because they were saying, oh, you're so disloyal. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. We put thousands in your pocket. We put
Mm-hmm.
thousands in your pocket. Who cares where the money comes from? I do. I want to know where the money came from. How do you all of you regular people who are not wealthy, how do y'all have all of this money to send thousands of dollars to someone that you met online? What would be the purpose for doing so? Did you gift them with all of this money, or was it payment for a service? I want to know what the card's saying, Grace.
Desires, worldly desires. That's where all the problems lie. Like, balance and harmony. You already know this is coming from the puppet master. Like, these people don't have the means to do this. This is why I'm astounded that it's continued this long. They cannot supply what they're doing. They're getting help.
Oh, I know. They're being
And
paid from higher up.
mm-hmm.
The question is the higher up Tasha K, or is the higher up Leora Cohen?
Oh, it's past Tasha K. Like, Tasha K is an employee just like anyone else. That's for certain. Like, unless you know something.
Is it Leora Cohen?
You know what's
Or is it just Jay-Z?
storms and grief. Shit. Could be both. But storms
Exactly.
and grief came, like, it could very much be both. Because, like I said, somebody needs to contain what's going on, because all of this is tripping into the global grand scheme of things, and they just want it to stop. That way they can continue on doing what it is that they have planned. But no, like, no. It's very much probably both of them.
They keep trying to plot on me and Odell's relationship. Today, that former spy who was my mod, Kimmy, uh decided to try to take a shot at me when Odell was specifically just speaking to her about information regarding the robot. And she took a shot at me, and I gave her what she had coming. She was doing too fucking much. It was a courtesy that he was even there. She's irrelevant. To use
You
that
slapped that?
moment as a huh?
You slapped that bitch?
Oh, well, I mean, she wasn't in my face. I cussed her ass
Oh, my
out.
bad. I'm sorry. I know I sounded excited, but bitches been deserving it for quite some time. I'm sorry. Please continue.
So, you
Ooh.
know, that's the one. And then I started talking to her about my song that she stole to put a fake copyright on and pretend as though she
Oh,
bought the
her.
rights
Mm-hmm.
from someone. But the truth is, the person that she said that she bought the rights from never had anything to do with the song at all. He couldn't give her permission to do anything. And then she tried to backtrack and double step. What of Kimberly Smith in Detroit? What of Kimberly Smith? And then she said she can't wait for me and Odell to break up because she's going to interview the hell out of him about me. We
Why do
breaking up?
all of these people have? Well, first of all, shame card came out for whoever this Kimberly is. She's just a mess, and I'm sorry to hear that. But a lot of these people are so desperate for attention that, like, I really want some of them to just come on, sit down. Like, baby, can you get to the root of what your problem is? Like, what really
They
is
don't
your
know
problem?
me. They don't know me. None of these
And
people actually know me. Oh,
you
yeah.
remember
And
I told you them
apparently,
stands?
wait a minute. Huh?
You remember I told you about them stands? That's what you need to
I
worry
know.
about. Like, that's what they all are. Like,
I know.
shit.
And wait a minute. And also Sean Davy Way allegedly is running
Yolanda
around
Saldana.
calling federal agencies to come and get me and subpoena me.
Can anybody confirm that he actually did that? Because unless he is a Fed himself, then I don't see how he could be doing that.
Exactly.
Like on his own. Like, these people don't have jobs. Like, they don't have any skills. They
No,
don't
this
have
is
any.
what they do. They're cyber criminals. This is what they do.
Now, some of them, they part of them alphabet boys. Some of
I know.
them. Mm-hmm.
That's
But
why I
for the
don't
majority,
understand why these people don't think, like, they're not really thinking far ahead. They're really not.
no. Like, these people are in full out survival mode, and it's
It's
actually
about to
quite
collapse,
disturbing.
isn't it? Everything's about to collapse.
This shit is a fucking mess, and I've been warning the children for months now. Like,
Did Joe Torrance and Incoming Opinion have the police sent to Lady T Love's house?
ooh, rage. Now, she take that however she want to. Like I said last time, she done pissed off that young lady. And Medusa came out again. Somebody finna have a lot of problems. And if y'all was doing anything illegal, you should have been a little bit more loyal.
It's funny.
She coming.
I
She
was
coming for
looking at
everybody.
Lady T Love's her catalog and her YouTube library. I forgot how dedicated she was to hating on me, calling me a liar, going over my commentary. She was down with the robot because the robot and Income and Outgo, and they work together. So I can understand why they would be trying to keep her in a position of power in some way because, Income and Outgo, and she's a bully. But then they had the other bully, the Melanie Felony face. And then they had the police called to her 81-year-old mother's door.
Wow. Like, oh.
There's a
And
lot of
nobody's got
dissension and there's a lot of lies. And the thing is, all of them are still trying to avoid telling the truth about what they've been doing in the background. That's why none of them will ever go after each other completely. None of them will ever go after they'll play these little police games and tactics and terrorize and gaslight people, because the truth is they can't tell the truth because they're all committing a crime. See, that's the sad part about this troll farm. There are so many accomplices.
Yeah, like this
There
sounds
are
like
so many
federal.
accomplices. And guess
Like,
what? You want to know what sucks about having a bunch of accomplices? Especially when everyone doesn't have the exact knowledge of what's going on.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to crack.
Of course. Man. Everybody gangster till it's time to be gangster. Like,
What's
I
gonna
don't really feel bad
happen?
for one.
What's gonna happen? They done called the police to this lady T Love's person's house.
The rage. Medusa came smooth out on that one, and the surrender. Like, and this is the only person that I feel a piece of remorse for, because they fed off of her sadness.
She bought into the hype.
Yeah, and they sold it to her knowing that they could do this to her. Like, I don't
If
like that.
everyone,
Like,
if every one of them knew how awful her circumstances actually were in life,
yeah, like,
they
I feel that,
targeted her
and
because of
it's
her
wrong.
desperation.
Exactly, and I don't stand with that at all. So again, her rage is justified, and she may come out of this just fine. Everyone else won't. Whoever it was that fucked over her, she coming for all of them. And I hope
I
she
mean,
get
they
them, because
were
I don't
playing
like bullies.
mind games with her. They were playing mind games with her.
And like I said, a bully is a bully, and I support bullies getting their ass beat. So, you know, she justified in everything she's about to do. I hope, that she heals from all of this, because I can
No, they did
feel
a
that.
number on her. They fucked with her head.
No, and I don't stand for that. And like I said, she coming for their neck now. That's terrible. Like, and I ain't got no sympathy for him. Yep. She's gonna fracture this whole thing. And it will be very unfortunate if some of the YouTubers who are attached to these people, if you're attached to them, I'm sorry if you're on top, because your foundation is cracking, and that bitch about to split for real.
What about Tremaine Smith? What say the goddesses?
That's funny.
Allegedly.
Cosmic Power.
Huh?
It was Cosmic Power, but it was in reverse. Something is amiss with that one.
Well, she's the one that helped orchestrate my arrest. She just bragged about it today.
Oh,
and she says she's been contacting my judge, and she's gonna make sure the bounty hunters find me so they can haul me off.
She actually, you might want to be careful just in her day-to-day life, because Cosmic Power in reverse, and then the etheric cord being broken. This person does not have regular access to children, do they?
I don't know. I don't know this person at all.
Okay. Well,
it's a screen name. The screen name is Tremaine. Tremaine, apparently her name is Tremaine Smith, or it could be an alias. I mean, all of these people, they operate like criminals.
Okay, well, whoever this alleged criminal is, Spirit would like for you to know that you gonna get an ass whooping coming, and you probably got about 3 seconds to stop where you are and no longer do what it is you're doing. You might want to convert, turn your life over to something better than what you're doing, because you're going to have a lot of problems coming your way if you carry on this path. A lot. A whole lot.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and she's working with the incoming, outgoing, and the
Well,
Danny
that's no
Roberts and the
wonder.
robot.
Yeah, you might want to go find some new friends, because she's all that one's already been warned that it's not going to be pretty. Now, save yourself, or go down with the ship, whatever. But you've been warned. Find
Yeah,
something else
but
to
she
do that's going to be
admitted
pretty.
to accepting the money for that fake Crime Stopper shit. That Crime Stopper shit ain't real. All they was doing was using that as a cover so that they could move money around. What is it? What is it with the $500? Why is $500 the magic number with these people?
Everybody's broke. That may have sounded harsh, but yeah, everybody's broke. Like the fact that we over here screaming about $500 because everyone's broke. Like, I really just don't understand a lot of what's going on. And Oshun is not pleased neither.
Mm.
Mm, mm.
They keep trying to use Odell's divorce to shame him. They keep trying to
Well,
sow
that's what
seeds
raggedy
of
petty bitches
nastiness.
do. Y'all got to understand. You got to understand, TD. These are motherfuckers that have no man. They clearly have no life. They have no skill sets, and clearly they don't have people in their lives that love them. They ain't got nothing else to do. Of course, they want to sit here and bother your fucking man. They're your stands. They don't want him with you. They want to be with you. Like, that's all
Yeah,
that.
but I believe I believe that they're working with his ex-wife.
Yeah, that's that, because of course, yeah, good juju. That shit's not really fucking working anymore in front of ground. We straight down to the root of it. Like,
How
these
far
people,
involved are they with her?
probably not even to that much. Like, she is connected to people that y'all know, but as far as these random ass people on the goddamn internet, like, they literally they're picking shit up from people's chats. Like, I don't know if you've caught them in action yet, but Spirit let that be known directly. Like, a lot of these people who are reporting on stories and have all of this constant content, they're snatching it from the chats. Like, they're coming to your chat, and then somebody says it in the chat, and then they go run it because they heard you say such and such and such. Then they go on their platform. Okay, y'all, breaking news or word on the street is, y'all, Jaguar Wright is a legend that da, 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 and I have my resources, and the only reason that they are not being bothered is because you not being bothered. Like, you see how Piers got bothered after you went and sat down with him?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They're not being bothered because they're getting it straight from you. And I don't have a specific person to call out on that. Like, that's just that came straight from Spirit. Like, they are literally just watching you all the time. You are their alleged source. They're just not claiming it. As soon as you get in trouble for it, then they will take it down. If you're not getting in trouble for it, but they getting caught up in the YouTube algorithm, they just take it down because you are their source. They're lying about the sources that they have. A lot of them. And a lot of them had big names too. Like, big names. They just come follow. They just, whatever you say, they claim that they have a source, and they believe you, of course.
Oh, well, listen to me. I hear people regurgitate things that I say all the time. It's okay. Whatever.
Yeah, like that.
The
A
thing
lot of
is,
these
everyone has to
people.
live. Everyone
Mhm.
has to live on the quality of their own word. Everyone has to live and stand on what they're doing. If you faking it, then you just gonna have to stand that down. Like, that's not on me. All I can do is give people information. However they choose to use it or pervert it is on them. But that does not fall on me.
Yeah, like a
Tell
lot of
me
these
I'm not.
people
Tell me
that
I'm
are just
wrong.
fucking with y'all. It is literally just that. Like they literally are just constantly like you have a lot of stalkers.
I know. I
And
know.
the sad thing is that like they don't. You remember when we had that conversation about how people don't understand how love actually works and what it truly is?
Yeah.
They just say, "We love you, Jag," when really they just, "I want to be the one that Jag knows." And that's there's a it's like a mixture of a lot of different energies that are just constantly trying to follow behind you. Like some of these troll farm people, they just heard through the grapevine, "Oh, if I do this, I'm gonna make a quick dollar." And it's like, all right, now you trying to evade, the police and shit because you want to make a quick dollar, stalking somebody that you like to listen to. Like, I'm really confused by the actions and the intent of these goddamn people. Like,
I'm not. It's their
eh,
purpose in life.
and perhaps their
It's their
purpose is,
purpose in life. Listen to me. For every one thing, there's another. For every yang, there is a yang. This is their purpose
Mhm.
in life, which is sad because
Yeah,
they
because
can't exist without me.
and that's terrible. Like, I would,
You
I
want to
would
know
tell
what's
them
sad?
that, yes, ma'am.
That's idol worshiping.
Hmm.
Even
Like,
if you
they're
say
not
it's all
learning at
based
all.
in hate. No, even if you're saying it's all based in hate, even if you're saying you can't stand me, I'm the worst person in the world, whoop de whoop de woo, yada yada yada. If all you do is talk about me, if all you do is say my name, if you type my name 100 times a day, that's an obsession. That's a relationship.
Yeah.
And it's the worst kind of relationship because you're not getting anything back from it. That's why they got to
Hmm.
keep feeding it. That's why they love it when they get an acknowledgement. That's why they love it because, see, they've worked so hard to get your attention.
Yeah,
That's why when they
and
don't get your attention, they
snap.
stage, you know, outbursts and do dumb stuff like call you while you're online in the middle of an interview, just
Right,
hoping that you'll say their name so they can be
right.
special. You know, it's idol worship still.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you find favorable attraction or negative attraction, you're still engaged
Mm-hmm.
in someone you don't know. You're involved. That's too
Still all
much.
going in one ear and out the other. Like it's
Oh,
all still going in one ear and
absolutely.
out the other.
Absolutely. And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
It's poison in their ear.
Yes,
And the
yes,
only thing that can do is rot your brain.
yes. And
They are lost.
yes,
And
and
they
this
are
is
not
why.
safe.
And I
And
just
they
feel
are
like
not safe.
to themselves or the people around them. Like
You know what I think a lot of this stuff is stemming from?
yes,
The shift in power and the way the information and disinformation is moving around. You know, there's so much real stuff coming out right now that a lot of these trolls who
mm-hmm,
were championing for these demon idols of theirs, they're not really talking about them so much anymore
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
because they know that if they get busted, all of that favorable content that they had about those devils, they are going to be judged for. A
mm-hmm.
lot of people are about to have irrelevant content, very
Yeah,
irrelevant content. But this is the thing, they don't even care
mm-mm,
because a lot of them are addicted to the attention.
mm-hmm.
A lot of them, this is the only place they are somebody. And it's
The
sad
age of social
because,
media, like scary
yeah,
what it's done, what it has done to society. Wow. Like no one could have told me that that's what was going to become.
well, I could because I read the book of Revelations and I believe
Mm-hmm.
everything that the apostles saw and relayed in his visions. I will not call
Mm,
it a dream. In his visions, in his future memories. You know, a lot of people don't understand why America has become such a dangerous place. It
mm,
is because it does not rejoice in the truth, and it takes
mhm,
pleasure in its lies and its wickedness. See, this is why all of this stuff is happening here, because these are all godless things that we're seeing in the news.
mhm,
How could all of these godless things be happening in a place where God is present, in a
mm,
place where God is revered? All of these American horror stories that we're hearing about day to day only proves God forsakenness. That means
mhm,
God ain't in it. And the fact that people are listening to all of this devilish demonic behavior and refusing
mm,
to say, hey, these celebrities are into this stuff, these celebrities. And I've been, oh my God, all of these people should be on their knees praying to God for forgiveness for turning
mm,
their back on him and falling in love with all of this wickedness. But they won't do
mm,
it. They won't
mm,
do it.
mm.
They won't
No,
do
they
it. There's
won't.
nothing wrong with loving Beyonce. There's nothing wrong with loving Jay-Z. There's nothing wrong with loving Diddy. There's nothing wrong with loving Meek Mills. There's nothing wrong with loving Rick
Mm.
Ross. There's nothing wrong with loving DJ Khaled. There's nothing wrong with loving all of these. There's nothing wrong with loving Ray J, right? There's nothing wrong with any of this stuff. There's nothing wrong with loving Drake.
Girl, that ooh, I caught it. I caught it.
What?
And let his ass back on the goddamn radio, girl. Let me remember. We can't say certain words. I caught it.
You want to know
Everybody
what's
just gonna
funny?
skate and act like y'all didn't hear what that man said. We're gonna pretend like we ain't hear it. What Kendrick said. It's fine. Whatever. Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Like he's back on the radio. Like I cut that shit clean the fuck off. Like no. Uh-uh.
That they playing Diddy's records on the radio again?
Oh no, they playing Aubrey on the radio again, and I constantly ask for that shit to be off. But the one random time it was on, he was
Yeah,
on.
they're trying to listen to me. Young Thug came home. There's a lot of weird shit going on,
All kind of
and
shit
there's a
going on.
and there is definitely going to be a changing of the guards. But there's something that I noticed and something that I never really thought to put together before. That's the problem with being focused in one direction. It creates the ability for blind spots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you need to be able to have a bird's eye view. You can't do that from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to just, you know, slip up above the fray, and I want to talk to spirit on something that is in my soul. It feels so right. Now, there's word on the street that Diddy's son, Christian, his son that he had with Kim Porter, his only biological son with Kim,
Mm-hmm.
that he's going to flip on the Carters and out them for being involved with the freak offs. And meanwhile, while that story is moving around, the guy Courtney Burgess, who was just hauled in by the feds to have to testify about the origination of the words in Kim's book and the videotapes and all of that, apparently now he's coming out saying that he's seen all the tapes and Beyonce is not on any of them.
Okay.
And guess who his lawyer is now?
Mm-hmm.
The woman Ariel Kidd that was sitting with me and Pierce Morgan and Vlad that day of that ridiculously epic interview. She was the one that was kind of backing me up, remember? And then we pulled cards on her, and you said she's a trickster. She cannot be trusted. I reached out to her. I sent her a text message, and I said, they're trying to unalive me again. Can you help? And she never responded. And now, 2 weeks later, I find out she's representing Courtney Burgess, the man behind Kim's fake book. And now they're confirming. He's confirming that Beyonce isn't on any of the tapes and had nothing to do with any of the freak offs.
Spirit said his
And
working
you
on
know
his. Ooh, not
what?
Jumpy. Ooh, not
What?
Jumpy. Demons, the chaos, total disruption. That's what's coming from Mr. Burgess and
He's
his
a
leader.
plant. He's a plant to
Total
throw
disruption.
reasonable doubt and absolute chaos, and the feds know he's lying.
Spirit said take pleasure in your intuition, Maya. We already know about number 13. Like, yes.
Wait a
like,
minute. But see, this is the thing. I've been thinking to myself that he was working for Diddy, him and Ariel. But what if I'm wrong? What if they're working for the Carters? This would have been a good play to throw Diddy a bone and help him on the low, but protect themselves at the same time. What Spirit say?
Apologetic, creative expression, father generosity. Like, there's a lot of fertile ground in this new soil that you're exploring.
Ariel Kidd and Courtney Burgess were hired by the Carters to create a disruption in the chain of evidence that could come to them while helping Diddy out without having to do it publicly. Are the Carters behind Courtney Burgess and Ariel Kidd?
Said you are victorious. While you were talking, the card came out victorious, the monarch.
Boom!
Ooh, and not Oshun in the shadow. Yeah, like.
And that's why it was the Carters that had Ariel Kidd reach out to me. They thought I'd be desperate enough to want to retain her as a lawyer so I could give her all of my witnesses and they could take care of them quiet. Ooh, that bitch.
Ooh.
Am I lying?
No. You're free to preach your fire. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Aspia said keep digging deeper. Oh, no. I said that these types, they got grease on them, but I didn't know that y'all was that greasy. Ooh.
I see you.
Ooh, Spirit said miracles are in motion and radical rebirth is coming. Ah! Ooh. Y'all acting the ass out there, but
They pushed the line too far.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is that the more that they keep pushing, the worse it keeps getting. Like,
what I don't understand is why people would bother believing the words of a liar, because Courtney Burgess is a liar, and I believe somebody's holding something over his head because he don't look comfortable or confident in anything he's doing.
Oh no, the Cards and Spears spoke up. He got Aunt Nancy shadowing him too.
He owes a favor. This isn't for money. He owes a debt. He owes a debt. They covered for him in some way. They did something to save him. And that's why they're not going to find no money trail to prove that he's doing anything. But we need to know who's paying Ariel Kidd's legal fees.
All these people.
Who's paying Ariel Kidd?
The second Junbi card came out with that one. And Spirit said it's a woman. There's a woman who's behind that money that's coming for her. Like there's a woman spirit, like whoever is sending her out, there's a woman behind her.
Is it Desiree
That-
Perez, CEO of Rock Nation? Is it Desiree Perez? What you making, babe?
There's scarcity. When you said that name, there's scarcity involved with that person. And there's
Desiree
also great wounds.
Perez?
There's scarcity and great wounds that came out when you said that person. Is she the one spearheading it? Like I said, I always say follow
Desiree
the money.
Perez. Desiree Perez is the head of Rock Nation, and she's
Might not have that
also
much funds behind her. Like I don't know what
she's
she's got. She's just scarce and wounded. There's a lot going on over there.
she's a government informant as well.
And it's never good for the informants. And great resistance. Like this head of Rock Nation, like these people got problems, like lots of them.
She was involved in, DU rug trafficking. She was involved in
Damn, self
trafficking,
sabotage.
period.
Well, self sabotage is probably why she's like I said, don't nobody want to go to jail. Like a lot of these people, they sit here scrambling and panicking because it's either they go to jail or they find someone else to go to jail instead.
For them.
They don't care if it's trumped up charges or they dig up old dirt. It's either bitch you going down.
That's why everyone is acting crazy. That's why everyone's acting nuts, because everyone knows it could be them that's going next.
That's what it is. Everybody is moving in a state of panic, and this is that constant chaos.
Oh, this ain't nothing but cosmic musical chairs.
And they're ramping it up because in a couple of days they're gonna have. Oh no, not a couple of days. Tomorrow, child, is the 3rd. Well, yeah, they got all kind of stuff, and they're just scrambling because everybody is.
What happened? Grace. Grace, you there?
Now evil now has nowhere to run.
You just cut out. I didn't hear you.
What happens?
Oh, look at the devil trying to stop you from telling the truth. You making something for me too, baby?
Yeah.
I'm so lucky. I thank God for how well He allows us. Grace, you're cutting out. Grace, I can't hear you. Are you there? Let's take a pause.
Okay.
Child, I thought I lost you.
No, girl, I think we got upset. I got kicked out. I was like, what we doing? We just doing God's work.
Now we missed the last minute of everything that you were saying. So I'm going to mute up and I'm going to give you like just a few minutes to explain what the cards are saying right now. Go on in, please.
Wow, these cards are saying that like all of these people are like scrambling. Like it's either A, go to jail, or A better give up B so B can go to jail instead. And it's all of them. Like it's actually quite fascinating. It's everybody. Everybody is in the wheel of panic trying to save themselves. And it's about to get real, like it's about to get bloody and nasty. When I say every man for himself, like this is what's going on collectively for all these people. Every last one of them. Like even all the way to the top. They are at the top trying to see who can they put in their place. like disruption, chaos, and complete like some of these news articles, like I hope there's somebody out there that will actually do a deep dive to make sure, like, some of these people who, oh, such and such is going to jail, such and such was released, such and such moved here, such and such did this. Like, somebody needs to actually confirm that these people are still alive, because spirit is telling me that there's bloodshed already, for real, and they're lying about it. Like, for real. Like, if you guys can find out, there is people are really losing their life, and they're lying about it to the complete public. I know that that's what they do, but it's happening in real time.
Honey,
Like,
honey, there's the rest of the steak and eggs too here. It's good. It just needs to be heated up. I don't need it. This is enough for me right here. Well, you can put that in the fridge
girl,
and if you
don't
don't want to. I'm
girl, don't be
sorry.
on no girl, don't be on camera. Let these people know that you take good care of your man and you cook him good eggs and good steaks and good starches and all that. Girl, you know they're gonna get mad, girl. You gonna have
Listen
them
to me.
bothering you all week.
Look, they look. I'll be busy eating and laying up and having me a good time. You know, it's so
Okay.
sad to see people so invested in hating
It
on
really
others
is.
happiness.
Mm-mm.
Like,
Because they have none. Like,
what's the
I'm telling you, they're
point?
like,
But I mean, really though, what's the point? What is the point in being so hateful about someone you don't even know, man? Like, it's just so
no,
pathetic.
they're out there like this. And I never understood it. Like, this is what you call an empty vessel to me. Like, you despise someone you don't know. Like, you don't know this person.
You
And
listen
you're
to
that
a bunch of
invested in their
lies
life.
from a bunch of strangers. And the thing is, like I always say, when people are lying on someone, you know, a lie, it only travels if someone else invests in it. A liar can tell lies all day. If people choose not to believe it and know that it's not the truth, it does, that lie goes nowhere. Lies don't start moving and
Mm-hmm.
traveling until people start investing in them. And the only way you invest in telling a lie is if you never cared about the truth to begin with.
Yes. Yes.
And there's a lot of that happening right now. There's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people that got used to this culture of lying and making up stories and feeling special for being, you know, recognized for all of their negative engagement and attention. Like, all of this, these people need this. They survive on it, they thrive on it.
And it's such a shame. Like,
It's a very small life
not
because you'll
only
never be happy. You can never be happy plotting on the unhappiness of someone else. What
no,
you put out is what you get back. For every negative wish that you put on someone, especially someone who does not deserve it, you are cursing yourself.
yes.
Because God see what you doing, and guess what? He gonna let you run around, and he gonna let you play around and keep bumping your head into that wall. Just don't be mad when you call for him if he don't answer.
That people have about God. Like, they really think God is like Santa Claus, just waiting for you to just be naughty and nice and you get a bunch of Christmas. Nah,
No,
baby. Like
no,
that.
no. God understands on a whole nother level, G. On a whole nother level, a level we cannot begin to understand. What I'm sick and tired of people thinking, oh, is that they're gonna outsmart God. You can't outsmart God. You can't outthink him. You can't outmaneuver him. You can do whatever you want to do. You can try to convince yourself that you're making some inroads, but the truth is the only thing you're doing is preparing yourself a bed of nails to lay in. Like, am I wrong? This is better nails time. People are about to be extremely uncomfortable. with everything. But what I find most interesting is the paranoia is about to set in. So I'm just curious to see who's going to go nuts on who first. I'll tell you who won't be going nuts. Me and mine. Oh, there's nothing like being happy and knowing that nobody can steal your joy unless you let them. There's nothing like that. There's nothing. There's
Yeah.
a smoothness, a strong, silent confidence in. Okay, say what you want to say, do what you want to do. It's not changing anything
Mm-hmm.
here
Mm-hmm.
because that's what all of this
Who they
hatred
keep saying?
trying to change the outcome of reality, and the only one that can do that is God. Hmm. Well,
And
Grace,
the
we're gonna
funny
get
thing is,
ready to wrap up because I gotta get to the studio and finish recording that fire music that we making. Me, Meech, and Odell is in there killing it. I love it. I love it. I love going to work as just an artist with my old man.
mm,
I love it. You hear me? Love it.
I'm so I'm so happy for you. I am. I love it I love like it's almost like birds sing in your voice every time you talk about going to the studio. And I want you to enjoy that as much as you can because, as far as I'm concerned, motherfuckers didn't try to steal that shit from you, and I be damned. So I want you to keep your joy every time you go. I don't care. Every time you go, you
You
just get
breaking
so
up on
excited.
me
You
again?
be good again. You say you can't hear me?
Yeah, you was breaking up just a little bit, girl. That's all right. So
Well, I was just saying that I want you to keep enjoying going to the studio and just being a creator, okay? Like, I
I
want you to just
am.
enjoy that life. Like, keep enjoying it. You
You've
deserve it.
been
I'm so
you've
proud of
been pushing us. It's just so great. I'm so glad when we finally listen to good advice. Because you told us months ago we needed to get in the studio and shut the world out. And now we're doing it.
you. Oh, I'm so
Ain't you
proud.
just
Yeah,
proud?
I am. Listen, just a moment. I'm just like, oh, look at my babies up in the just doing studio things, being creators and whatnot. Look how fabulous, darling. Yes, ma'am, I
I
am.
love it. I do. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Well,
So,
y'all
um,
better be
are
good.
there, are there any final words for the children today, this
Oh,
evening?
children. Children, please keep your vibrations high. Don't fall in frequency like these ragged immortals. Stop following these people that don't know they left from their right and don't know how to wipe their ass. Please keep your vibration high and bright. Like, please, I'm begging y'all. I told y'all last time, y'all got a purpose. Stop running from it. Run toward your purpose. And your purpose isn't bullshit. I'm done. Your lucky T gotta go make magic.
Mm. Well, we'll be back again soon. And on that note, my name is Jaguar Wright. This is a Wolfgang production. And we've just been talking with our good girl, our faithful sweet girl, Lady Grace.
Aw.
And y'all make sure y'all heed the words. Don't be late to the truth party. Show up
Oh,
on
please don't,
time.
children. Please, for all the cold drinks gone.
And I just want to remind you guys, don't forget to get over to thejaguarright.com. Subscribe today. New pods coming, new content. And, some of the catalog we have here on YouTube, we private. There was a live that we did at the studio last night that we privated it. If you really are interested in see, it's over there at the website. Just go on ahead and have some fun. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to make it open to the public again, but I want to give the members a chance to really be able to have exclusive access without having a bunch of crazy weirdo troll comments all over it. You know, that's the great thing about coming over to thejaguarwright.com. It is a positive community. The people that are there because they like what they see, they support what they see. So guess what? It is probably as close to a troll-free environment as I can offer. Get on over there. People are getting interactive. The messages are always good. You know, we love you. And to all of our members over there at thejaguarwright.com, don't forget, we've got the Woodshed Project over there. The lineup is going to be coming soon. We've got some new hot blogs coming and some great interviews. So, oh yeah, and there'll be music over there soon too. So make sure you get your membership now, because those who have, you know, the top tier memberships, they're going to get early access to everything that's going on. So yeah, on that note, don't forget who we are. And if you're going to talk to people and listen to anything that somebody's got to say, hear it from somebody who knows me and actually met me. Salute to my baby girl, Angela White. Not only engaged, but 2 years sober, happy in love, and really just taking every day with the grace of God and living it to the fullest. Shout out to Black China. And I love you too, Toke. Your wild ass. Don't care what they say. Salute to Tokyo Enterprises. I hope it works out great. I wish people would leave her alone. All they talk about, she negative, and then every time she try to do something positive, all they do is clown her. Like, it's crazy. When the fuck did it get so
popular? They don't take care of their kids and they do cocaine.
I know, but I'm just I know, but this is the thing though. We don't ever try to encourage people when they try to do something great. We just want to sit there and be there and watch their
slapping these bitches. That's exactly why I support slapping these bitches. You try to
tell me. I'm gonna let your God smack them the next time. Let's get out of here. What else you gotta say?
I love you.
I've been praying for you.
Who that right there?
So long.
She love you, AJ. I don't know what it's like.
So you might know about her persona, but you met her in person. But what do you?
She's a baby doll, sweetheart. But we already know this.
Because people think she's.
I know it.
And then when you meet her in person, you're like.
Yeah, it's just a perception that everybody else has. But once they get past that part, she's normal, just like us. It's like real people, That's the difference. When you're authentic, people can't take it. I mean, because people say the same thing about me. They're like, oh, I just love me ass. And I'm like, no, I'm so sweet. She'll be chilling. You know what I mean? And I feel like she'll just handle people how they treat her. And that's just what it is. And that's just law. With any girl.
Start.
Yeah. Love you for that.
Welcome to the Woodshed. My name is Jaguar Wright, and I am sitting here with, I don't know, friend, colleague. We're trying to figure that part out, but she's amazing at everything else. Dr. Sunshine.
Hey, friend and colleague. Thank you so much for having me on this platform.
Oh my God.
I'm excited to be here.
You're a joy, and I enjoy your perspective, and this is the first real intelligent conversation that I've gotten to have about this girl.
Wow. This is a lot to unpack. So let's unpack.
Let's do it.
I'm sitting with.
Okay.
I've never realized that fucking motherfucker sits right here on this landmark. Makes me think about that building that they put up where Biggie is. It's almost like monuments to the dead. This is where they pulled the surveillance footage. Cameras are weak.
And as you can see, there's multiple blind spots. But that gas station across the street that's been there, look at it. Those cameras have a much better angle. Why wouldn't they have pulled those? Why would they pull the ones that are the weakest? With the weakest, look at this. Look at all the obstruction. Now look at the clear line of sight. Now this is the night of the Mike Tyson fight. This entire strip was packed. And on weekends, on fight nights, the strip is packed all night. Yet there was no eyewitnesses. Now, it was said, and for some confirmed, but then questioned again,